Should we trade our 2 loner first rounders and try to get into the 4th and draft a combination of Bosa, Josh Allen, and Quinnen Williams? Sure. Like, you can do a lot of things, but I actually don't even think an NFL team gives up a 24 and a 27 to get into – like, I don't think an NFL team would accept a 24 and a 27 to get into the top 5. I don't see that happening. So, if a team were to do it, sure. Like, I would say 100% do it. I just don't see that ever happening. Thomas Bain. Thanks for the $1 super chat, Thomas. Since you support me, I can support you. Hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. I will give you a follow back. Also, if you are never Bane for Halloween, and if you don't ever send me a picture of you being Bane for Halloween, I am not going to be very happy with you, because you have a perfect opportunity to do it. Arenas. If Irv Smith is available at 24, do you take him? #Raiders. I like Irv Smith, all right, but he's my number 3 tight end behind Noah Fant and behind TJ Hawkinson. I personally don't see Irv Smith. What's a better way to phrase this? I think Noah Fant's going to be available at 24, and I would much rather have Noah Fant over Irv Smith at 24. For me, I wouldn't take Irv Smith in the first round. But, that's just me. I want to give a shout-out to today's sponsor, My TV Choice app. Download it today at mytvchoice.com. Who likes commercials? Nobody likes commercials. Get rid of them. You can at mytvchoice.com. Download the app today. Don't watch commercials anymore. Instead, you can get highlights from the NCAA March Madness. You can get reports from the Raiders Report. You can get NFL stats, headlines, all that good stuff at mytvchoice.com. Raider Nation, don't let me down. Download the app. Dennis Jones. Do you think the Raiders should get Zach Brown to solidify the defense? Pretty sure I know the answer to this one. Give me Zach Brown. I want nothing to do with Ndamukong Suh. Chad Haybarger. Names really good with them, as you can tell. Also, you guys can watch me on Facebook. I think Greedy Williams will be there for us at 24 or 27. Do I think so? No. But here's the thing. Every single year, okay? And Tom said it perfectly yesterday on NFL Daily. Go check it out at youtube.com/chatsportstv. Every single year, there are 15 players who will fit inside the top 10. Or every single year, there's like 30 guys who are going to be in the top 20, right? Like, it's my favorite thing. Or my favorite other saying is that there's no way that he's going to drop that far. There's no way that Derwin James will drop to pick 17. There's no way Rashad Penny will be drafted in the first round. Shit happens. If Greedy falls to 24 or 27, I will be absolutely stunned. Also, Tom jinxes a player every single year. Tom really liked Greedy Williams, the cornerback. The players that Tom's liked in the past at cornerback have not quite worked out. If Greedy does fall to 24, sure, take him. 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. Carlos Bryant Garcia, what's up, buddy? What are the chances of getting Nick Bosa? 4 Chucky heads, 3 Chucky heads, 2 Chucky heads, 1 Chucky head, or tuck roll, tuck that? Well, before I give my answer, why don't you guys comment below? So I'm going to wait, okay? I'm going to drink my beer. Give me a sec. How many Chucky heads for Nick Bosa coming to the Raiders? Let's see it. All right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, all I've gotten is a just win, baby. Ryan's the first guy throwing in a number 2. I appreciate that. Philip is saying tuck that. Chino's saying 2. Tony's saying 0. Renz twin saying tuck that. 2 and a 0. I'm going to say 1 Chucky head, okay? I'm going to say 1 Chucky head, and I think it's a small shred of truth. I see Nick Bosa going to the 49ers. I see Nick Bosa going to the 49ers at pick 2. The reports are right now that he is the favorite to go there. If for some reason he gets by the 49ers, I still think then the Jets take him. And when I say 1 Chucky head, I literally think it's like a 1% chance of happening. Just saying. Austin, you super chatted me. You're going to get on the show. Again, to super chat me, if you guys look down at the comments section, there's like a smiley face, and then right next to it is literally a $sign. Click on that. Get on the show. Pretty simple. How many tears, right, did Jon Gruden shed for Max? So I saw this report. Personally, I think Jon Gruden is like the greatest poker player ever. I think Jon just likes getting the media going. Like, Jon's a good dude. I've talked to Jon before. He's a really funny guy. He likes to get underneath your skin. He likes to see how much he can press your buttons. And I think by him saying that he cried for 3 days, do we really think Jon Gruden cried for 3 days? No. I don't think Jon Gruden has ever cried in his life. So, I've heard this before. I think it's funny. But I also know Jon, and he's a good dude. All right, what surprise picks do you think could happen? What surprise picks? I would be astonished if the Raiders drafted a quarterback at number 4. Like, I've been saying for how long that the Raiders and Derek Carr is going to be their quarterback. But they are having a private meeting with Kyler Murray, and they are having a private meeting with Dwayne Haskins, and NFL teams only get 20 private meetings or something like that. Like, we're using those meetings when we could use it for other players. Like, that's part of it, okay? The only other issue with that is if they take a quarterback, I think it screws up everything that they've kind of already done this offseason. Like, you're trying to win now. Inserting a Dwayne Haskins or a Kyler Murray, that kind of throws you off a little bit. So I'd be pretty upset. So, Anthony, excuse me again. God, this beer is kicking my ass. Appreciate the questions. All right, we'll go back over to YouTube now. Joe, Josh Allen, TJ Hawkinson, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and Mac. I would give that about a B grade. I like the Josh Allen. TJ Hawkinson, I obviously love him at tight end. He's not falling to 24. Hollywood Brown scares me. I'm worried about the Liz Frank injury. I've talked to several doctors. One of my really good friends is actually a doctor, and he said for a wide receiver who's that light and who relies on that much speed, you should be very concerned with a Liz Frank injury, especially of his kind. I personally don't want the Raiders to touch Hollywood Brown in the top 4 picks. Mac Wilson, though, I do like Mac Wilson in the fourth round with our 4th pick, 35th overall. Renz twin, looking fresh. You think this, having Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins come to try out is trade bait for the Raiders trying to trade down? I do. I have 4 Chuck Ants Believe It Baby. I said it on my rumor show. I think it's smart for Gruden, for Mayock, for the entire Raiders organization, for make teams like the Giants, the Jags, the Broncos, the Redskins, the Dolphins, all these quarterback-needy teams to at least think that they are legitimately considering drafting a quarterback. And I say that because, again, if we can get more picks, that's what the Raiders need. And just because they paid Derek Carr $19 million, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's locked in or that the Raiders won't draft a quarterback. How many teams have we seen draft a quarterback and let him sit back a year, and then he's been really good? A name to give you a reminder is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith, clearly more talented. Comes in, throws for 50 touchdowns, wins the MVP. Now, I like Carr. I think he's a good quarterback. But if I have to pick between Dwayne Haskins or Kyler Murray, give me Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a fun player. And the way the NFL is trend-setting, it's going towards players like Kyler Murray. With that being said, I would much actually rather stick with Derek Carr. Cesar Garcia, what's up, my man? Raiders going to the playoffs. Playoffs? What do you guys think? What's the Raiders' record going to be? I want to know. As Anthony Ruo says, love the show, my homie. Anthony, cheers to you. What are you guys drinking? Let me know in the comments section. I need to hydrate. Going to the playoffs. So the Raiders have the hardest schedule in the NFL, right? According to the winning percentage of last year. We know they play in the AFC West, which in my opinion is the hardest division in the NFL. And your road games are tough. Your home games are tough. Like, Cesar, like I've said it multiple times, I see the Raiders going like 8-8. 9-7, and you guys can get mad at me, but doubling your win total is very hard to do. Heck, improving your win total in general is very tough to do. From 4 wins to 8 wins, great. If the Raiders aren't in double-digit wins with the amount of draft picks and with the amount of money they've spent this offseason, if they're not at 10 wins in 2020, I'm going to be pissed. Straight up. So, Raiders going to the playoffs. I'm going to give it one Chucky head. I think it's a small shred of truth. Eldon, hey, buddy. Josh Allen and Montez Sweat in the first round. If you would have asked me this question, I'll say maybe like a week ago, probably would have said no way. But now with some of these new reports coming out with Montez Sweat's heart, I think it might scare away a few teams. The only thing with that is people are really, really overblowing this. The thing with Mo Hurst, his heart condition wasn't known. Montez Sweat's heart condition was known. He was approved to go to the NFL Combine by doctors knowing about his heart condition. Like, Montez Sweat is a very good player. If doctors knew about it, NFL teams knew about it. So somebody just probably found this article, was like, oh, let's write about his heart condition. Is it a little bit concerning? Sure. May it drop him down a little bit? Sure. 24, I still don't even think Montez Sweat drops down to 24. And to be honest, you guys might hate me for saying this. I hope he doesn't, because I think he deserves to be a top 10 pick. I think that's how good he is. AZ, Raider 12, Josh Jacobs for our first pick in the first round. No. Josh Jacobs should be like pick 27. Maybe 24. If we take a running back at pick 4, guys, I'll do a show nude. All right, Central Cali Bear, hashtag Raiders. Mitch, would you be happy if we were to draft Josh Allen at 4, DeAndre Baker, and Josh Jacobs 27, Noah Fant, or Hawkinson at 35? Yeah, that would be a for Chucky Heads Believe It baby. I would absolutely love that. I like Baker. He's a solid cornerback. Josh Jacobs, I like him at running back. But if you're telling me I can get Noah Fant or TJ Hawkinson at 35, that's an absolute steal. Plus Josh Allen, maybe my favorite player in this year's draft. Central Cali Bear, hell yeah. Cheers to you. When I come to Cali this year, we'll grab a beer. Just gotta let me know where you're at. Trade number 4 to the Giants for their first round picks. Oh boy. I don't really know if it's gonna happen. I don't think they give up 17 and 6 just to get the 4. I don't really see why they would do it. I mean, I think that the rumors that the Raiders are interested in the quarterback is great, but I also think the Giants kind of know, like, I'm not going to give up my 17 and 6 just to move up 2 spots for a team who might not take a quarterback, because then they also know the Buccaneers are at 5 who are not going to take a quarterback. So, sure, if the Giants want to do it, sure. If Dave Gettleman has showed me anything, the man is an idiot, so maybe Dave will do it. Who knows? But much appreciated for the question. Ruben with is that a Chucky? What is that? That's a pretty dope picture. Raiders, will the Raiders make the playoffs? Ruben, 8-8, one Chucky head, small shred of truth. Billy Taylor, he's one of my dudes who always hits me up on Twitter. So Billy, I appreciate it. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/Raiders Report. Okay? If you want to get your questions on the show, use hashtag Raiders. And the easiest way to get your question on the show is by super chatting me. It's the button next to the smiley face that looks like a dollar symbol. Click on that. All right, Billy, I'll get back to you. Would be wise to draft a quarterback as a backup. If Carr goes down, 2016 is a reminder, Murray or Haskins could fill in very nicely. See, the only issue is if you draft Murray or Haskins, you're not drafting a backup. You may draft a backup for this year, but then if you're drafting those quarterbacks, like, you're going to have them start in 2020. I think what the Raiders have done is actually smart. Go out and get a veteran like Mike Glennon to a 2-year deal. Landry Jones stinks, but he's our third quarterback. Yeah, Nathan Peterman's absolutely terrible, but I think Mike Glennon and Landry Jones are at least decent enough quarterbacks where if Carr goes down, it's not just like full-on tank mode like with Connor Cook, who is absolutely horrible, or I don't even know. Who was our backup last year? A.J. McCarron? Yeah, he stinks too. Thomas Alvarez. All right, trade all 3 first-round picks to get a shit ton of first-rounders in 2020. What is a shit ton, first off? It's like, I don't get it. Like, sure, if we can get 2,000 pounds of shit in the first round, great. No. I wouldn't trade our 3 first-round picks. I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. You can't keep trying to wait and wait and wait and wait. The Raiders right now have proven, I think, to the entire city of Oakland that they are still trying to win. They're trying to put butts in seats. They're trying to sell tickets. You're going to sell tickets with 3 first-round picks, and just to get a shit ton of first-rounders next year, I just don't like that too much. But, yeah, sorry, Thomas. Sorry, buddy. Hungry 420. How's a little Hungry 420 doing? Tell me, say what's up. Should we look for a new punter or keep Johnny Townsend? I understand you guys hate Johnny Townsend, which I'm always kind of concerned or, like, wondering why. Sure, he wasn't all that great, but the Raiders team in general wasn't all that great. I think we have bigger concerns than finding a punter. Can we all agree on that? I think we can all agree on that. All right, Scott, you want to be the punter? If we draft Rashawn Gary at 4, I will cry. Scott, you and I both. But don't tell his mom that because she does not like when her baby's talked about bad. If Rashawn Gary is taken at 4, we're all going to drink in our sadness, okay? Ricardo, what do we got, my man? Can we trade with the Dolphins for fourth for their 11th and 3rd round this year and their 1st round next year? I actually don't mind that. I would do that. I would 100% do that. All right, guys. Make sure you guys comment your nickname, all right? I want to hear your nicknames. You guys have already submitted me some, but I want to hear your nickname, all right? Make sure you guys subscribe, youtube.com/Raiders Report. If you want to know what my nickname is, hit me up on IG or Twitter, at Mitchell Renz 365. Jeff Rogers' nickname, Slow Motion. Did your wife come up with that? Dom Ortega, Ghost, because I am fast and I play wide receiver. Maybe we should sign you. Rodney He-Man, part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Naked Rodney. Send me pics. I want to see why. JJ Call Gamer, Pacemaker. I can feel it. I can feel it. What's your nickname? Comment below. If you guys aren't already subscribed to the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube, get with the program. youtube.com/Raiders Report. And make sure you interact with me on IG or Twitter, at MitchellRenz365. This video is going to continue to loop, so if you missed your questions, hit me up below. Download today, mytvchoice.com. It's the MyTV Choice app. If you want to see me, if you want to see updates on the NCAA tournament, like up there below, and you don't have to watch commercials ever again, download today, mytvchoice.com. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors, and look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.